This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So, Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two cards from Denise Linn, do your reading, and then clarify it. So, just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer for their highest good. Also wanted to let you know that I am going to be doing a live on Wednesday, March 16th. So if you'd like to join me, I'd appreciate it. We're doing little mini readings, so we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's get to it. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. This is for Cancer for their highest good. All right, Cancer. Two cards for Cancer for their highest good. Spirit, this is for Cancer. All right. That right there. So you have surrendering to the journey, release control. So definitely, like, there's a lot of things that you cannot control, Cancer. There's a lot of things that you just need to let come in, to go with the changes, to just do what you need to do. Try not to, frustrate yourself with trying to do everything that you need to do. Okay, just let everything come in. Try not to control everything. Okay, because you're not going to. It doesn't matter. You're just going to wear yourself out. And then you have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Definitely. I feel like there's abundance here for you. I feel like there's abundance of all kinds here for you. I feel like you have a lot of support from friends and family. I feel like you're on this new path where it's open and new experiences are coming through. Yes. So you guys, if you hear anything in the background, it is definitely, I do have guests here. So just know that. All right, Cancer. So let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. Cancer. And I also have birdies. So if you hear them, they're chirping over there. All right, here we go. Don't forget to look at your placements, your moon sign, your sun sign, and your rising sign to make more of a detailed message for you. Okay, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Cancer for their highest good. This is for your current situation, past or now. What's hidden? Thank you. The hopes and the fears. What you need to do now. Take those two. They both came out. One for what you need to work on. And the outcome. All right. So, Cancer. Let's fix this real quick. Hopefully you can see everything here. Just at least a little bit. All right, so at the end of the tarot deck, you did get the King of Pentacles. You do want that material success. You do want that stability, that security. And I feel like you're looking for that. But you are the King of Pentacles, so you do know how to make those resources. Remember that you're very consistent. You're very wise. You know how to do this, okay? So just know that. And I do feel like there is some kind of abundance coming through for you. And not only that, but you do have abundance around you that you're just not really seeing. I feel like you need to have patience for everything because you also have the Hangman. I always look at the end of the cards because sometimes they tell you a lot more. Really have patience for everything. Look at things differently, okay? Really look at everything, in a different perspective is what they're saying. And definitely came into your own reading with the Chariot card here. You are definitely moving forward. There is success here. There's also some kind of traveling here. So just know that. All right. So Cancer, let's do this. You start off with the High Priestess. Trust your intuition on things. You have that inner knowing that you need to start using, that intuitive feeling. Okay. The trust, the knowing, really trust yourself. Really know that you go with the gut feeling that you're feeling. Okay. You do have the Two of Wands. Trust your intuition. You do have the Two of Wands. I feel like you're making plans for something. I feel like you really need that patience though. There's something here about you needing to have patience for everything and you're not having that patience. Okay, I do believe that you're going to make some kind of decision here. Um, yeah, you're definitely trying to figure out your next step here. You have the World card. There's definitely this new cycle that is here coming through. Definitely very close. I feel like also too with the World card being here, I feel like there's new experiences coming in for you. I feel like you are trying to help people around you, or you are trying to help a community, or you're trying to help someone. Something like that is here. Um, I feel like you need to have be around people with good energy also, with the World card. And then you have the Eight of Cups up here for what's hidden. The Eight of Cups is definitely talking about walking away, going in a new direction, trying to figure out, going into something better because you're knowing your worth, your value. Something like that is here. So we'll see exactly what it is. At the hopes and fears, you do have the Ten of Wands. I'm sorry, the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is definitely talking about something coming to an end. Could have been painful, could be very hurtful. Like it could have been a friendship, could have been a relationship, it could have even been a job. But there's something here that is coming to an end. Um, Maybe that was your biggest fear, that something had to end, and you knew something had to come to an end. There's something here about that. So you do have the Empress card here and the King of Wands. Start putting things in order. Really start putting things in order, and start having gratitude for the things that you have around you, even if they're not big things, or they don't seem that big to you. Remember that, always have gratitude for the smallest things, where we live, or a place to, to sleep, food to eat, stuff like that. I feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas, and you're going to try to put them out there, trying to create something successful for yourself. Um, Also, around you, there could be somebody pregnant around you, also, that I feel. But we'll see. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. The Seven of Pentacles is something that you need to work on, and what it is that you want to put your money into, or you're trying to create some kind of material success or abundance to to figure out what your next step is with these Seven of Pentacles here, because it definitely is something that you're working on. So wow, okay. I also feel like there could be something that you're leaving, that you're leaving to, like something that you're going to leave behind, that's going to make, you're going to go towards something that's going to make you happy. Wow. And then with the Page of Swords here, I feel like you need to really see the truth in everything, and speak your truth about things, and not jump to conclusions about things. Okay, so we'll see why all this is here. Take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer Spirit. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? All right, so I feel like you're very tired right now. I feel like you have a lot that you're stressing out over, a lot of anxiety. I feel like you need to start trusting yourself in the decisions that you're making, because you do have that inner knowing. You do have that intuition here also, and they're asking you to use it. They're asking you to look at things differently, to really step back and be objective, and look at things, have a different perspective for everything that you're doing, what you're looking at, or something that it is that you're looking at. Really have patience for everything. I feel like you could be waiting on something to come in also. With the Two of Wands, I feel like you're going to be making a decision, because the Two of Wands is right next to you again. So with the Two of Wands, it's like, you're ready. You're making plans to go to something else better. You're wanting to, and you're ready for it. Wow. Yeah, definitely. Very nice. Really have patience. Really have patience for everything, because patience is a big factor here for some reason for you guys. Okay, so just know that. You do have the Two of Wands again for the situation, and why it is the Two of Wands here for Cancer. One more card. Wow, look at that. All right, so this is nice. So you do have the Two of Wands, and there is that decision that you are definitely contemplating. But I feel like you're gonna be able to handle things. I feel like you're gonna know what you need to do. This is a new start for you. There is a lot of financial opportunities around you. Um, I feel like you're going to be very happy very soon. I feel like you need to really look at the things that you have done though, because I feel like you want this security, this financial security, this material success to come within so that you can make plans about something. I feel like that sometimes you feel like disappointed because you're not receiving the material success that you're looking for, and I feel like it's that you need to really see the you really need to see everything that you're doing, especially like the achievements that you've created for yourself. The the rewards that have come through for you. They want you to look at all that. They also want you to have gratitude for everything that's in your life, whether it's big, whether it's small. Really have gratitude, okay? Because you have accomplished a lot in your life, and there's something here about you not really looking at the accomplishments that you have made for yourself. But definitely, security is here. I feel like there is some kind of abundance coming in because you're trying to figure out what you're going to do in your next step. What's your next step? Just like you're making plans. Very nice. There's a new beginning here also because there's an ending here. So interesting. You do have the world card, like I said, with the world card. I feel with the world card here, I feel like, you could be helping, the world, like using your gifts or being, using doing something to help other people. I feel like you're doing that with the world card here. I feel like new experiences are coming in for you. I feel like there's that new path here because it does show here that you're on it. I also feel like you need to be around people with good energy, people that you know who your community is, you know who your friends are, like to get away from all this negativity where whatever you're around, like go with the people that are just going to make you happy and not, judge you or anything like that. It's like they're asking you trust your intuition because okay? Leave that behind. Leave it. Um, you have the 8 of Cups here for the what's hidden and why is the 8 of Cups here? One more card. Wow, there's a decision here that's coming through. I also feel like there is an offer that you're going to be receiving. You could be walking away from something it's going on. There could be an offer that you could be receiving, and you could be walking away from it like it wasn't made for you, or you could be leaving something old that you were doing and moving on to this offer. That's what I feel. But there's something here that's going to be presented to you. So because I feel like you with the 8 of Cups, I feel like you know your value. I feel like you know your worth. And that's what they're saying about you. Okay, so wow, interesting. Um, there is a decision that you're definitely contemplating. Um, they're asking you to trust the process, to have better communication here also. Really get you communicate better, okay, when you're talking to people also. Like try not to be too mean or harsh because you can be very harsh and mean. Watch your P's and Q's is what they're actually saying. You have the Queen of Wands here. Queen of Wands, she's very she's very assertive. She knows that she knows that everything's gonna fall into place, and this is you. Really find your confidence and your courage, to keep continuing to go on because there's definitely a lot of new experiences coming through for you. I also feel like for you not to stop for you to stop caring about what anybody else thinks. You'd be unique, be your own thing, do your own thing is what they're saying. Okay. And they're asking you to keep that light, like to see all the good that's around you, and stop looking at the negative, like really be happy with what you have around you. That yes, it's okay to have that, like wanting those dreams, but you also got to be realistic with everything that's going on. Wow. And then you have the 10 of Swords down here for the hopes and fears. One more card. So, with the 10 of Swords here, I do feel like there is something that has come to an end. It's been painful, and you're feeling it. These swords are here, and you see them, and you see the blood running off of that, underneath him, and it's been painful. It's been hurtful, but something is gone and done. You're moving on. because not only do you have this card, but you also have of the eight of swords, the eight of cups. I'm sorry, the eight of cups here. So that just tells me you're walking away from all this nonsense, from all this stuff that was just bothering you, because something is actually gone. It's done. It's over with. Whatever ended. It's pushing you in another direction, in going towards a different direction. So it's good. But really focus. Okay. I feel like, at times that you feel like you're stuck, like you're always in the same place, always all the time, and you really want to go in this new direction, and you will, because something has come to an end. And I feel like right now you're like this person here, whether you're male or female. She's looking and she sees this person behind her, right? She sees him. He's knocking. He's like, hey, let me in, let me in. But she can't hear him because she's not focusing. She's not really seeing things, She's too harped up on on this ending that happened, and she's feeling it, And the thing is that you really got to start paying attention, okay? Really start to focus, because I feel like you're very disconnected. And if you start to focus, you will go in a new direction, different direction, okay? Also, too, I feel like somebody could be coming into your life. A new person could be coming in. So just know that also. Helping you with something. You do have the Empress card and the King of Wands here. And why is the Empress card and the King of Wands here? One more card. All right. So, you do have the Justice card and you have the Ten of Cups, so it's very nice. So what you need to do now is really appreciate everything that you have. Have gratitude, you guys. Gratitude takes us a long way. I'm grateful for our home. I'm grateful for the food. I'm grateful for, just being able to bathe and eat and whatever, But be grateful for everything. The little things around you is what your abundance is. But not only that, but I do feel like there is a lot of growth and abundance here for you. So that's another good thing. I feel like things are going to multiply for you. Like you want the finances, it's going to come in the way you want to. I feel like there's something huge that's going to come through for you. Could be like a winning, some kind of winning. I feel like you could be winning something, or somebody could be giving you something. But I do feel like you're going to have a lot of ideas that you're going to be able to put out there. And I feel like they're going to be very successful because you're going to start putting things in order. You're going to be able to put things in order. And that's what they're asking you right now, is to put things in order, to have patience for everything that's coming in, because, it is something that's coming through, because it's going to make you very happy, which is very nice. You see this card, they have plenty of everything. They're enjoying life, they're outside and they're just like loving it, and that's you, really enjoying it, feeling loved, feeling, like, what, just like love life, stuff like that. So it's good. I like that. Justice is here. The truth will come out no matter what. I don't, for some reason, there's something here about you speaking your truth, saying the truth, or you're hearing the truth, something like that. It's going to come through. But I feel like justice is here also. And I feel like things are going to balance out for you no matter what. So just know that. If you're going through a legal matter, it's going to be in your favor. You're could be winning something from a legal side also, that I feel coming through for you, because there is abundance. There's some kind of abundance coming in. You do have the Seven of Pentacles here. And why is the Seven of Pentacles here for your Cancer? One more card. Wow. So really start to focus on everything. Really speak your truth about how you're feeling and how you're seeing. I feel like at times you feel like you work very hard, and you're always working, and this is something that you feel. I feel like you feel like you've done so much and you just can't catch a break. But you will. All this hard work, this effort, this time that you put in, it is going to pay off. You just need patience for everything, okay? Start to focus on things, because I feel like right now you're able to see very clearly on what you want to do, Cancer. I feel like you're trying to figure out what your next step is, and definitely you will figure that out, because you do have the Ace of Swords here. And also, too, I feel like you just need to speak your truth about everything. I feel like there's, you stand very strong in everything that you believe in and you're doing. So I do feel like, you just need patience. I feel like they're in divine timing. It's going to get there. Just have patience for everything. I'm sorry about the glare of the light there. I see it right here. Um, anyway, so you have the Page of Swords for the outcome. And why is the Page of Swords here? One more card. All right, so with the Page of Swords, really see the truth about things. You know, try not to jump to conclusions about anything. See the truth, speak your truth about everything that's going on. You know, stop holding back. It's time to speak your truth about everything, okay? I feel like, you know, you stand very strong about things. I feel like you know what you're doing. I also feel like you need to express and communicate yourself clearly, okay? Really, it's a big factor here for you to communicate better. Like, try not to be harsh with your words or anything like that. I feel like there's messages coming in for you also. So I also feel like you're ready for anything that comes through. I feel like you're wanting to explore something different, something new, and you will. You still hold on to this anger, this frustration. Like, you know, you can't believe that the way it happened, and you know, because I'm pretty sure it has to do with that ending that's there. But I feel like you're gonna move on from that. You know, no matter what they're saying, that even if you feel frustrated and angry, don't give up on anything. You know, you're extremely tired about everything that has been going on. And they're saying, you know, whatever you're going through right now, just keep going and don't give up. Start setting boundaries on things, because it is really you that, you know, accepts this and that, that you got to go do this, that you got to go do that. It's time to start setting boundaries and to know your worth on things now. Cancer. Okay. So just know that, because with the 10 of Wands is here, it says that you're very tired on doing everything for every that you're carrying a lot on your shoulders, and right now is the time for you to really lessen that load by setting boundaries. Okay. All right. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. God bless.